Hello everyone, it's me Clayton. I just finished watching Where the Crawdads Sing, based on the best-selling novel of the same name. Now, Where the Crawdads Sing is an interesting case for me, considering that I've never read the original novel, but from what I've heard, the film is a very faithful adaptation of it outside of one bit near the ending. But unless you've read the book, you probably won't even know that. But let's get to the story, shall we? The story revolves around a young woman named Kaya who lives in the marshlands of North Carolina. When she is convicted of murder when it comes to the death of a man named Chase Andrews, all the evidence seems insurmountable against her. That is, until we learn about her childhood and learn that through various events that includes an abusive father, her family leaving her in order to escape him, her relationship with a young boy named Tate, who happens to be a hopeful for college, and when it comes to her knowledge of the marshlands and the various creatures that inhabit it, we see that Kaya might in fact be more than the weird marsh girl that the North Carolina community has characterized her as. And we see her for who she is rather than the rumors that the town has made of her. But that's all I'll say about the story without spoiling anything. Now, when it comes down to it, the film is over 2 hours long, but at no point did it really get boring for me, especially because Kaya's actress is extremely good at letting us know how she feels and getting us into her mindset throughout the film. Not only because she narrates through most of it, but also because she's just really good at getting us into the moment of a lot of these situations. These are a lot of mundane scenes when it comes to a town discriminating against a person they don't understand, when it comes to her getting into relationships with guys around her that she doesn't know whether to trust, or when it comes to her just researching the various bugs and creatures and the various objects around her in the marshlands. Especially since she's one of the only people there who's really there most of the time. Since a lot of scenes have to rely on just her, it's important for her actress to capture a naive yet strong-willed girl like Kaya, and I think her actress did a very good job with that. Now, granted, there's of course other characters in the film, like her brother who's in the army, there's this guy named Tate who ends up in a romantic relationship with her, and there's these two store owners who happen to be the closest thing she has to friends there. But since Kaya narrates most of the story, she definitely takes center stage, and I think her actress has a long career ahead of her. On top of that, the film happens to really get us not only to empathize with her, but it happens to keep the mystery of Chase Andrews' death pretty engaging. Not only when it comes to the various accounts that we see in the court hearings throughout the film, but because the film never really lets us know what happened to Andrews. We don't know whether Kaya killed him or not, who else might have killed him, if his death was just an accident. The film never lets us know, and honestly, some people might be disappointed with that, but I personally like the fact that it's left ambiguous, that it allows us to draw our own conclusions, especially when it comes to various hints throughout the film that could hint at a character performing the action, but it's never being actually shown. And at the same time, I really do appreciate that the film knows when to take things slow, that it doesn't decide to break up its tone at any time, and how it manages to stay consistent when it comes to its tragic moments, its romantic moments, its happy ones, and eventually its heart-pounding conclusion. It feels like it doesn't have to be inconsistent, and it doesn't feel like it has to go for tired jokes just to keep the audience engaged. It manages to do so with its atmosphere and acting, and its writing the way it should be. So I really think that this film will engage people who are fans of the book, but if they don't like the ending of it, then I can't blame them for that. The ending was kind of the only thing that kind of bothered me about it. But if you're able to stomach that for the rest of the film, I'm sure you'll have a very good time. That's why I'm going to give Where the Crawdads Sing an 8 out of 10. See you next time.